When I was 20 years old, I thought I had all the time in the world. But now that I'm 25 and I'm going on 26 years old, I can tell you that if you are young, you don't have nearly as much time as you think you do. And if you want to do something big with your life, you need to get moving ASAP. With that being said, if you're new to this channel, my name is Nathaniel Kanonkel, otherwise known as The New Da Vinci, which is my stage name. I am a rapper, R&B singer, investor, and philosopher based in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And on this channel, I discuss human nature, human psychology, war, geopolitics, history, everything that I am passionate about, everything that I have studied for the past 10 years, because what I have found is that everything connects to everything. And it is my goal on this channel to help you develop a skill set for noticing patterns and noticing connections within all realms of human endeavor so that you can develop your own unique perspective on life, your own unique philosophy that will guide you to the best life, the most authentic life you could possibly live. That being said, when I was 20 years old, I really thought I had all the time in the world. I remember in particular, it was October 29th. That's my birthday. I was scheduled to go to court that day because I had gotten an underage at the Wiz Khalifa concert at KeyBank Pavilion in Pittsburgh, a little bit past Robinson here in the city, over the summer. And I was scheduled to go to court, and then I had to go back to work at Macy's in the Ross Park Mall, where I was working on the dock, making $11 an hour. And I remember going to court. I went through the motions. I got a slap on the wrist, $100 fine, nothing crazy. And then I was forced to do alcohol education classes that would teach me how to better utilize alcohol. Didn't teach me shit. I was still drinking like a fish for another year or two after that. And I still thought I could control the liquor better than the liquor would control me for a little while after. But I got the fine, I signed up for the classes, and then I went back to work. And I remember I got to work, I told my buddy who I was really good friends with on the dock at that time, and I still pray for him to this day because I loved him so much and I love him so much, about my experience. And we were chopping it up, having a good old time. And a couple hours goes by, time for lunch, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I eat, and then I go to the bathroom. And I remember looking at myself in the mirror in the Macy's bathroom, and I stared dead into my own eyes. And I thought to myself, wow, I have 10 years until I'm 30. I thought that was a long time. I thought I had eons. I thought those 10 years were going to take forever. I thought I had a whole lifetime until I got to be 30, just 30, which nowadays people think they're old at the age of 30. People celebrate their 30th birthdays with a frown because they think it's all over for them. They think they've gone over the other side of the hill and that life is only going to get worse and worse and worse from there. When in reality, at 30 years old, you're still a young man. You're still a young woman. I mean, you still have 50 years on average, assuming nothing crazy happens to you. And I thought, wow, I'm 20 years old. I have 10 years until I even get to the point where I'm supposed to be quote unquote old. I could take over the world. I really thought I could take over the world in 10 years. And I can tell you now, at the age of 25, going on 26, that life comes at you fast. And I'm not making this video from a perspective where life has gotten worse for me in totality. No, life has gotten much better. 5.5 years since that date, my life has only gotten better. I've only gotten wealthier. I've only gotten stronger. I've only gotten wiser. I've only developed myself as a person. But I could have done so much more. I really could have done so much more. And it's because I thought I had more time than I did. And for those first few years of my 20s, I wasted way too much time. I wasn't diligent. I wasn't disciplined with my time. I let way too much of it slip out of my hands like sand. I thought I could F around. I thought I could party and still grind. I thought I could frivolously spend money here and there because I was making so much money on my investments. I thought the money would just keep coming. Doesn't always work that way. Sometimes your investments go down too. I didn't know that during the bull run of 2020 and 21. I found out the hard way though, whenever my portfolio went down 50% and I felt poorer than ever. But really though, I wasted too much time boozing on the South Side. I wasted too much time hooking up with and talking to girls. I wasted too much time smoking and chilling. I wasted too much time hanging out with people who had no ambition, who had no internal compass guiding them towards a higher purpose. That doesn't mean my higher purpose is something akin to Jesus Christ or Muhammad. No, it's just my purpose. It's just what I'm here to do. Everybody has it. They just haven't discovered it. Most people haven't and never will. And I spent too much of my time hanging around those types of people. Suffice it to say, 5.5 years in, yeah, my life is significantly better. Like I said before, everything has improved, but it certainly was not a straight path upwards. It was very turbulent. I lost it all twice. And if I wouldn't have treated those early years with such triviality. I could be so much farther today. I could have accomplished so much more. I know deep within my heart of hearts, I could have been a bigger artist. I know deep within my heart of hearts, I could have been a much wiser religious scholar. I know deep within my heart of hearts, I could be even stronger. I could be a better athlete. I could be a better basketball player, a better boxer. I could already be a halfway decent chess player instead of just trying to become that now. And I tell you this because if you're between the ages of, at this point, 13, this message is for a 13-year-old at this point because life is coming at you kids faster and faster and faster. You got to grow up quicker and quicker and quicker. Because if you're between the ages of, at this point, 13 and 20, and you really want to do something big, if you've watched all of these people on YouTube and online talk about how they became successful, and you look at these people that are actually living amazing lives, not pretending to live amazing lives, but actually living amazing lives, and you think to yourself, you want to do that too. Or if you just look at a hero of yours from a comic book or a movie, from a TV show, and think to yourself, you know what, I want to be a hero too. I want to possess characteristics and traits and skills that set me apart from everyone else. Or even if you've studied historical figures and you think to yourself, you know what? I want to be the leader of a movement. I want to get something done. I want to make real change in the world. Well, then you need to get going now. And I tell you that because I wasted too much time. Like I said, I wasted too much time in my early 20s. I certainly wasted time in my late teens. Absolutely. But in my early 20s, I was wise enough to know that I should have taken that time more seriously, and I didn't. So don't make the mistake I made. If you really want to get things done, if you really want to evolve as a person, as a spirit, as an authentic soul, you need to get going now. Discipline your time. Be ruthless with your time. Take stock of all of the things you want to get good at, all of the things you want to learn, all of the areas of expertise you want to become an expert at, and start whittling away at those things now. You can make the time. And I can tell you that as well because at 25, going on 26, I have made the time for myself. When I was 20, 21, 22-ish, I wasted a lot of time. But once I started to get closer to 23 years old, I figured out how to use my time a whole lot better. And now I get a lot done during my day. And that is not to flex. That is not to, oh, look at me, I'm the big man. No, it's just because if you want to do something with your life and if you want to learn all of the things you want to learn and become all that you can become, you just have to learn how to discipline your time and be more ruthless with it. Because if not, you just won't get there. I remember Arnold Schwarzenegger talked about how he was taking acting classes at night. He was working out twice a day. He was working a construction job. He was doing some other hobby. He was doing that all every single day. Whether or not that's true, I don't know. You'd have to ask him. I don't have his personal cell phone number, but it does illustrate how it is hypothetically possible, and I can tell you realistically possible, to do everything you need to do in order to evolve in all of the different areas you want to evolve in. Don't waste any more time. If your peers are going off doing BS, if they are letting time slip out of their hands, that is their regret. That is going to be their burden to carry as they get older. Don't let it be yours. Get moving now, and don't thank me when you get further and further ahead than everybody else and further ahead of yourself than you ever thought possible. Thank yourself because you did it. It wasn't me telling you. It was you who did it. Don't waste your 20s. They're the best time of your life if you utilize the years correctly. That being said, much love, peace. This is the New Da Vinci. Subscribe if you like the video. Share it with a friend. Like, comment, whatever you want to do. Don't really care. Just engage. I appreciate it very much. And I'll see you in the next video.